Hi, I'm Christy from Adventures in iSTEM, and I've been using Edpuzzle for over 5 years to host my videos for flipped lessons. Edpuzzle is super easy to use and integrates easily with most LMS and gives the students feedback as they watch it so they're aware of how they're doing and how they're learning the information. If you're looking for a way to have students watch a video, making sure they can't skip, and have questions along the way, is easy to use, and provides you with analytics, then you'll want to learn about Edpuzzle. I'm going to take you through everything you need to know, from how to sign up, to uploading videos, editing videos, sharing with students, and gathering the analytics. Let's get started. To get started on Edpuzzle, you will want to type in edpuzzle.com into the address bar. That will take you to this site. From here, you go to Sign Up. You're going to choose I'm a Teacher, and you can either sign in with Google if you have a Google account. I highly recommend it this way, especially if you are going to be incorporating your Google Classroom students. Or you can just hit sign up with Edpuzzle. So I'm going to go ahead and hit sign in with my Google account. And then you're just going to type in your information and you're going to put in a password if you want to have a password protecting it. And then you just hit I agree and you create your new account. Now from here, you're going to put in your school name. I'm just going to go ahead and put in my college just for the demonstration purposes and see what comes up. Oh, my college doesn't even come up. Okay, so I'm just going to choose Chapman University here. And then you put in your subject area. I'm just going to choose general education again for the demonstration purposes. And then you'll hit join school. Okay, so here's the home page, which shows up when you first log in. And then over on the side, we have content, curriculum, your school and videos that other teachers have posted, your content, and then popular channels where you can grab videos from. So let's go ahead and let's head to my content. And this is where you're going to be uploading your videos you've created. To upload a video, first you're going to hit add content. And here you can actually create your own video, but I highly recommend already having it ready to go. So upload a video. You're going to choose your file, or you can drag your videos over. So I'm going to come on over here and I'm going to pull up one of the videos that I've created and it's ready to go. It's my next flip lesson. And so now it's going to upload the file for you. And this can take a few minutes. So when I'm having this happen, this is when I upload it and then I just walk away for a while. You might want to just work on other things and come back maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes, because it's going to take a while to upload it and then it's also going to process it before you can do anything. Okay? So now the video has been uploaded and processed, and it is time to come on in here and you can edit this. You can copy, assign, and share it just as it is. I like to come in here and do some editing. So to edit your video, and that means adding questions, shortening it, adding comments, you'll hit the edit button. And here you can cut it. You can cut the beginning and the end. So you can shorten the beginning and shorten the end. You can't cut in the middle at all, but you can get rid of some beginnings and some ends here. You can do voiceovers, where if you have something that you want to have the students really pay attention to, you can give them a voiceover prompt on that. And then you can also add questions. Now, the type of questions they're talking about is you can add multiple choice questions, open-ended questions, and that's where they're not going to know the answer right away because you'll have to go back and grade it. This is if you want to, at the end, maybe have them write a summary of what they learned, and then you can go and check their summaries later. And then a note. So a note is just like a comment you want to leave the students. Okay. So for example, when I first do my videos, I like to have my students take notes. So what I'm going to do is in the very beginning, I'm going to hit the word note. And here I'm going to tell my students how to set up their notes. So set up your notes. I'm going to give them the topic. And I like to give them a question that is going to be guiding them. So I call it the essential question, the EQ. You might call it the big idea question, or you just might say question, or you might not have that. I think having a question, though, to help guide them is important in helping them prepare for what they're expecting to be learning from this. So what is Newton's third law? So look up here, you have superscript, you have subscript. You can add links. So if you wanted them to read an article as they're watching the movie and then, compare the two, you can do that. You can have pictures if you want them to look at the picture while doing the video. So you have two types of text, they can do that. And you have the function key. You can also do a voiceover, and this is great for those that you need to have maybe a language barrier, or you would just like to read this. So you can add a voiceover where you are reading this information to them. And that just adds for extra accessibility for students. So then you'll go ahead and hit save. And then you'll hit continue. So now I like to put notes or questions about every 30 seconds just to help them. 30 seconds to about a minute, and this helps them stay organized, but also shortens it up so that they're not getting all this information at once. So you might want to put in here, let's see here, like this right here would be a great time to stop because it's talking about Newton's laws here, third law, what it is. It gives a little example. And it gives the definition here. Okay, so this right here would be a good time to stop. So I'm gonna watch that video and find out when is the best. Now I will tell you sometimes you're gonna get some weird faces, but hey, it's all part of it and the students will just laugh with it, so it's all good. So that's a good spot. So here I would put in, for me, I would put in a note. You might put in a question also, and I'll show you how to do that. So we go ahead and put a note in right there. And I don't tell them what to write. I wouldn't say, please write the following. I would give them a prompt, and these prompts are going to be low-level question type prompts, like explain Newton's third law. Or instead of explain, you might put define or describe Newton's third law. Define Newton's third law. Okay, and then right here, you hit save. Now, if you want to add a question with it, this is right here. It says add another note or question here. So you click on here, and it might be something like, in Newton's third law, the forces are blank and blank. Okay, now I'm looking for two words, and again, these are the two words. Now, right here, you would think that they would be able to get it right away. You never know. But this is just a way to stop to say, okay, are you paying attention to what's actually going on? So equal, comma, opposite. And the check means that that's the correct answer. Equal, comma, same. Maybe different, comma, opposite. Just give them a couple choices and then hit save. So now you have notes and questions. So you would continue doing that until your video is complete and you have it all done and you're at the very end. So now you're at the end of the video, and there's a few things you can do. You can give them a note if you want them to perhaps, if you want to send a link to maybe a Google quiz. You could put that link there, you just add it, and you can set it there. If you want them to read an article, you could do that, and just say, click the link to take the quiz. That's what I usually have them do. After they watch the video, I usually have them take a 5 to 10 question, multiple choice, true, false quiz. Just very easy questions. I just want to see if they really understood the video. So you can do that if you want to and just hit save on that one. Or you could add an open-ended question telling them you want them to maybe summarize it. Summarize the video in 3 to 5 sentences. And that way they have something to do. Or you could give them, again, a few multiple choice questions at the very end right there instead of having them go to a Google form or take a quiz somewhere else. Then they can just answer about 10 questions there. I wouldn't put more than 3. It kind of gets overwhelming when there's so many because they're going to be loading up here, you know. It'll be like one question from another. So you might want to do a Google form for that or send them to a place where you take your quizzes. Maybe have them play a quizzes game on this or a Kahoot game. But that's what you can do at the very end. And then after you're done with that, you're going to hit finish. So from here, now it's time to assign it. But in order to assign it, if you're going to be using Google Classroom, you need to get some classes. So as you come here to My Classes, you click on that. And you have a few things. Add a new class. You can go to Google Classroom and click on that, and that's going to import it. Let me show you what that looks like. So over here, now you're going to add classes. So I already have these ones ready to go, but you can add a new class if you want to. You go to Google Classroom if you are using that. You will click on that. You'll click on the class that you want to add. So I'm adding the one that's practice, and then I'm going to hit import class. Now what happens is the students who are in your Google Classroom class are now already imported. So when they come to Edpuzzle, all they have to do is log in as a student, choose login with Google, and they're automatically put into your Edpuzzle class, which is great. If you are not using Google Classroom, there is another way, so let me show you that. So if you're not using Google Classroom, then you'll want to click on Add a New Class. You can give it your class a name and a description. You can have the classic type. That's the one I would suggest doing. Hit Create Class. Here is your class. And now to get students to join your class, you're going to click on Invite Students. Here you have to consent based on your laws in your district, whether or not you have to have your parents' permission or not. So I'm just going to put no, just for practice reasons. You'll want to look into that. And then what you're going to do, it's very easy. You can send them this link through their mail. You can just post this code for them if you want to. So you can say, okay, when you come in, put this code in. And it's just that way they can join your class. Okay, so that's another way of doing it. So now you've had students in your classroom and you need to now share that video. So you want to head back over to your content, go into your content, and you're going to pull up your video that you just created. And here is where you're going to assign the video. So you're going to click on the word assign. And you're choosing where you're going to assign it to. So you can choose all your class periods or one of them. You can assign it to all, or you can assign it to particular students only, which is kind of nice. So if you have a special video you want just for a few students to have and not others, if they need extra practice, whatever, that's a great strategy. You can put in a due date if you want to, and you just hit save. And here is where you want to keep stuff. It is automatically defaulted to prevent skipping. That means students cannot fast forward through the video and pretend that they watched the whole thing. It makes them actually watch the full video. Now, the great news is that after they have watched the video once, then they can go back and forth and rewatch it and manipulate any way they want to. But it does make sure they actually watch the video. Okay, so now that you're set, you're going to hit assign. And now the video is there for them. Now, if you saw that in the back, I want to take you back through there. Come back here, back up a step. On the assign, one other way you can do it is through public links, and you can, share this through, copy it and give it to your colleagues who want to watch it. You can also embed it into your website. If you have a website and that's how your students are participating and following you, then you can do that too. Okay, so that's different things, different ways you can assign it. Okay, so now there is one other step. If you are using Google Classroom is great because it has a place that says here, post on Google Classroom. So if you click on that, it's now going to actually post that assignment on Google Classroom for the students. So it will give them that link and the assignment. So when you hit assign, it goes right there and it's going to go to your Google Classroom. Otherwise, you'll just have to tell the students they have to go into Edpuzzle and watch their video. So let me take you through now to the students' point of view. If you're using Edpuzzle with Google Classroom, when you share the video with the students, you just click on that Google Classroom link, and again, this is what the students are going to see. They're going to see this in their stream, and they will click on the assignment, and then here is the video. So they're going to go right to it, and it's already there set up for them, okay? Now, if, however, you are not using Google Classroom, then the students will need to then go to Edpuzzle. On Edpuzzle, they don't need to sign up. Remember, they're already part of your class, so all they need to do is hit log in, choose I'm a student, hit sign in with Google, and then here they are. And this will have their assignment for them. So they'll click on it, and it'll tell them what to do. Notice it starts them right there. Set up your notes, top is Google third law, hit continue, and they go through the video. So that's how the students are going to access this video now from their end. Finally, I want to talk to you about analytics, what Edpuzzle is going to show for you. So here's the analytics that the students get on their perspective. They can go down and they can scroll to see which questions they got correct, which ones they missed, and when they miss a question, it will highlight what the answer should have been, so they can leave you a comment if they want to. And once this is graded, then it will show their grade. So that's what the students get. They get to see exactly what they got right, what they missed, and that way it helps them learn from their mistakes and to track their own progress. So here it is from the teacher's perspective. When you come on to click the video, you can see the students' names here. You can see who finished watching it and who hasn't. You can see when they turned it in, if they turned it on time or not. It'll tell you how many answers to grade. You can come to the questions here, and it's going to tell you how many questions they got right. If they missed a lot of questions, so that will help you. If it seems like a whole bunch of students are missing questions, you might want to check that. So you can pen the grade. For penning grades, you just click on the question, you read it, and then you can give him an answer if you want to. So it says 1 answer to grade. Come over here, check, yes, it's great. Perfect. And now you've got all these things that you can see here, what they got right, what they got wrong. Heading back to students here. If you click on a student's name, it's going to tell you the number of times they watched a section. So here it tells me they watched this section twice, these ones they watched 1 time, and their percent on it. So that's kind of nice to know if you want to know how long they're watching it. I'm going to also tell you how long they spent on it too, so you can see, okay, were they taking a long time, were they going slow? So these are some great analytics that it's going to give you. And once you do grade the question, then it does tell you the percent they got correct. One more thing I want to show you before we go. If you go back to Edpuzzle here and you want to head over to your icon here where you would log out, come on down to the Help Center here, because the Help Center has a lot of special tools for you. It has video lessons getting started, how to assign videos, again, step by step, taking you through the process. your LMS integrations, what it integrates to, so how you can use Edpuzzle with Google Classroom, with Canvas, with Schoology, Moodle, Blackboard. So again, it takes you step by step, how you integrate it, how you assign it, how students can use through it, troubleshooting. It's got some great tools for you, for helping you out, tips and tricks, everything that you need. So I would highly recommend coming over here again, going over it, and it talks about getting the parental consent information for those that have districts that need this. And so again, this is a great place you want to go. And again, that's the Help Center. So I hope you found this helpful, and this is Edpuzzle.
Thank you for watching another Adventures in iSTEM and Beyond video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for more Adventures in iSTEM and Beyond videos. For more ideas on how to incorporate science, technology, and skills for life into your classroom, go to adventuresinistem.com.